Well, hey, ladies, I'm super excited that you're joining us for our free necklace call on July 7th. I was thinking today was probably a good day to have a 21st birthday. Like so many people go to Las Vegas. I'm not a Las Vegas person. I don't like gambling, but I was looking at the date and it's 7/7/21. Thinking that's got to be a lucky day to turn 21 on and go to Las Vegas. And I don't know, my brain, it thinks of weird things when it comes to numbers, but that was one of my many random thoughts I've had today. But my name is Carolyn. I am a senior division leader with Parklane, and I've only been with them since December, but I was an accessory stylist with a former company for 18 years. Hey, the chat box is already open. Cassie says she got invited to a friend's party. I'm muted. Husband is sleeping for work tonight. Okay, that's fine. And Ashley, your hand is up. Do you have a question? Or did you just accidentally hit the button? Well, anyways, I'll keep talking. If you do have a question, let me know, or you can write it down and save it for the end. So our former company closed at the end of 2020, and it was so sad. I mean, my husband held me while I cried ugly tears like someone in my family had died, because I was so connected to people there. And I loved it so much, even though business had slowed down tremendously. I mean, the pandemic on a business that is home show, primarily a home show business, it was rough. But it's still, I was so sad when they closed. But then some of my friends went over to Parklane, and a girl I really respect, so I visited with her. And oh my goodness, when I found out everything that they do for the stylists, the hostesses, the customers, I thought, well, I'll give this thing a try. It'll be fun to have new jewelry again, and we'll just see what happens. I didn't have high hopes though, because I just came from a struggling business that was limping along through a pandemic. But guess what? Parklane had their biggest year ever in 2020 because they switched to this online platform so quickly. They started running amazing specials for their customers and hostesses right away, and they trained their stylists how to be effective in the online world. And then they had their biggest year ever. So while my former company was like crumbling, Parklane was rocking it out. And I get why now, because since I joined, my sales in the last 6 months are more than double what they were all of last year. I'd have to do the math. They're probably more than quadruple what they were all the last year. And you're totally going to get it once I explain everything that Parklane offers. I'm really just going to share kind of like the 3 Ps. I'm going to talk a little bit about the people, a little bit about the product, and a little bit about, well, probably a lot about the programs, because they're my favorite part. So the people of Parklane, it's always nice to know who you're in business with, right? It's Arthur and Shirley Levine. They started Parklane 65 years ago. Can you believe that? I mean, and I had hardly ever even heard about Parklane. But 65 years ago, they started it when they were teenagers because they wanted to be able to give Shirley something to do. There weren't a lot of jobs for women back then. And it slowly grew, and then it quickly grew. And now it's a worldwide company. They have franchises. I don't know how many different countries they're in, but in 2001, 2003, something like that, 3 of the kids actually bought it from Arthur and Shirley, and now they own it, and they keep the initial standards of only keeping the top 2% of the profit from the company, and they pour the rest back into the company with the programs that they do for us and for our customers and our hostesses. And again, that's totally going to make sense when I get to the programs. So they are amazing people to work for. They're all about serving and enriching lives. And that was kind of the heart of the company I came from. And I love to still have that be the heart of the company I'm part of now. The product, 2nd P, it's jewelry, and women love jewelry. I love that we sell jewelry because it is something that changes with the seasons, and it's like your clothing. We're never going to get to a place where we say, I'm never going to buy another shirt. I say it, about every month or 2, and then something cute pops up in my Facebook feed and I click buy. It's the same with jewelry. Women always want to have the most current look, and we have designer inspired pieces, We have career pieces. We have boho looking pieces. Parklane has, I think, 26 different vendors that design and specialize in different like genres of jewelry. So it's a full service jewelry line that appeals to women of all ages, ethnicity, and even like economic status. We have $20 earrings and we have $200 necklaces. I mean, we also have $20 necklaces, so don't be scared. Not all the necklaces are $200. But the cool thing about even like the $200 items, Parklane almost always has a special where you can get those for $25. So the shopping that I have seen take place in the last 6 months has just blown my mind because my friends love the sales. I'm not even supposed to be talking about the sales yet. I just get so excited about that part. I jump ahead. So let me go back to the jewelry. It all has an amazing guarantee. It's no exclusions. So if you get my little Betsy necklace, this has all these little pave set crystals in it. And I mean, if a crystal just popped out, of course they would replace it. But you could have a toddler seriously yank this off your neck. Not Parklane's fault, right? Parklane will still replace it. In the first 4 months, it's completely free. After that, it's $10 and they replace your jewelry. And it's no questions asked. So that's brand new to me. That's amazing. I love that. And we get new pieces every single month that drop on our website. So it always stays fresh. We get 2 main lines a year, one in January and one in July, which we're getting ready to get our new one next week. So you would be coming in at the perfect time. But then monthly, they'll have 1 or 2 new pieces that drop. So it just keeps the interest up on your, whether you have a VIP group or whether you just share on your timeline. It's just a lot of fun. And I think that was still kind of part of the programs that I wasn't going to talk about yet, but here we are. I'm going to talk about the programs now because I just keep wanting to jump to the programs. So first of all, Parklane has the best customer special in the industry. When I tell people about it at my shows, whether it's in person or virtual shows, this is the look I get. They can't even process how good it is because all the time, 365 days a year, our customers can purchase any 2 items at full price, and then they can get 4 items at half price. These 2 items that they pay full price for are the least expensive. These 4 half price items are the more expensive items, and we still make our commission off of these half price items. That is huge. So even if it just stopped there, I'd be good because women are shopping more. They love it because we all love to feel like we're getting a good deal. Don't you all love to feel like you're getting a good deal? If I'm at a store and I've bought 2 full price things and they say I can get 4 half price things, I'm buying all 4 half price things. I'm not leaving those babies behind. I'm getting my half price items. So I love that. But then on top of that, they often do, actually, ever since we've been in, they've done some sort of additional bonus, like spend $60, get a $200 item for $25. Or right now it's spend $60, get 2 $200 items for $25. Sometimes it's spend $90. They're very strategic. And I think it's one of the things I love about Parklane is they have very steady business. They know like when typically the slower months are. June is usually a slower month. So they rolled out an extra good special for us this month, and our customers are still shopping and booking because the special is that good. So they're really just geniuses. And the other things that they do that help us as far as with our customers is we get paid weekly. When whatever you sell and turn in by Wednesday, you get your paycheck on Friday. You actually get your direct deposit statement on Friday, and your check is usually in your bank account by Tuesday. I love that. If you have a team, you also get paid weekly from your team. So it really is nice to have that weekly paycheck to be able to make ends meet, whatever you've got going on. Maybe you need to get braces for your kid. Maybe you just want to pay off debt. I just need to feed my family. I did my former company for 15 years full-time. And then I added a full-time, like a normal day job for the last 3 years, just because the benefits were so good. And then Parklane took off so well. 2 months in, I quit my day job and now I'm just doing Parklane. So for me, I try to turn in 1 to 2 shows every week. because I enjoy that weekly paycheck. That annoying kid I was talking about at the beginning, he eats a lot. I actually have 2 of them, but one of them moved out. So now I only really have to feed the one. Saves me a ton of money, but he does still like to eat. So I love that they're very good at keeping our line fresh, and everything is very on trend. I'm just telling you guys, the line is amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, if you haven't had a show yet, you are just going to fall in love when you do. The second program or people that they really do a lot of programs for are hostesses. And our CEO even brags that if we can find a better hostess plan, we should show it to him because he will update ours. And with our hostesses, whenever they book a show, they automatically get a thank you item, which is anything $200 or less for only $25. I would book a show for that. But they also get free credit. They get $20 in free product. And when I say product, I mean jewelry. They get $20 in free jewelry for every single order they get on their show. So last night I did a show for a lady. It was actually an in-person show. And by the time I left her house, she had 8 orders. Well, 8 times 20, that's $160 in free jewelry. But the magic happens when a hostess gets to 10 orders. And these can be any size order. It could be a $20 order and she still gets a $20 credit. But as soon as she hits 10 orders, it doubles to a $40 credit per order. So by the time, let's see, last night, one more lady ordered after I got home, and this morning another one ordered. So she hit her 10 orders. So she already has $400 in free jewelry. She has another friend placing an order right now, which gets her another $40. So there's no cap on that. You could literally have someone get 20 orders on their show and get $800 in free jewelry. It is the most amazing hostess plan I've ever seen. Plus they get to shop at half price. I mean, if they don't get enough free stuff, they get 4 half price items. And guess what? You still make commission off of those half price items. I didn't have that before. Before, if I was giving away a half price item, that meant I was giving it away at my cost and I made nothing. But in Parklane, a half price item to you is a retail item and you make your commission off of that. That is a game changer right there, girls. I don't know about you. I don't know how many of you have come from any other direct sales backgrounds, but it's quite amazing. So we talked about the hostess. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't leave off anything fantastic for our hostess. Oh, and then whenever her friends book from her, she gets a booking bonus at their show. So she'll get another $200 item for $25 at their show. So it really encourages the hostess to tell her friends, you should have a show because, I mean, yeah, we all want to keep getting $200 items for $20. Actually, it's going up to $30 after the new line comes out. I forgot about that, but it's such a good deal and it encourages your hostesses to help you get more bookings. So now let's talk about the programs for us as stylists. This is, I can't tell you which is my favorite part. I love it all. I wouldn't have signed up if it was just the stylist programs because I want my hostesses to be spoiled and I want my customers to want to shop with my hostesses. So the customer and the hostess plan really sold me, but now that I'm in and I've experienced the programs for us stylists, I'm so sold on them. Because first of all, they have a fundraising program where you can do a fundraiser for any nonprofit and Parklane will donate 50% of the sales straight to that nonprofit. 50%. And guess what they do with the other 50%? They pay you your commission out of the other 50%. So true, you're making commission off of half the amount, but you were able to give away this huge chunk of money to whatever amazing cause it is you want to support. I've already done one for a high school prom and one for a dog rescue. And here in a few weeks, I'm doing one for the scholarship program at my son's Christian high school. So it's an amazing way to get new contacts and to really just give back to your community. And Parklane makes it possible for us to do that and still be able to make income while we're doing it. And think of the connections you make when you're doing a fundraiser. You meet all kinds of new people. So I love that. We have 2, not 1, but 2 travel trips every year that you can earn. One is usually like a toes in the sand kind of trip. The other one is usually a European vacation of some sort, like a sightseeing vacation. They had to forego that last year, obviously, because of COVID. But the trip we all just earned was to Key West. And next week, they're announcing what the next trip is. So you would be joining at the very beginning of this trip contest. And we, all those of us that earned Key West, we joined right at the beginning of the Key West contest. So you could join and win whatever trip they're going to announce next week. Oh, it's so exciting. How about free jewelry? They have this program called Rich Rewards Club, which you can earn over $1,100 in free jewelry every month. And what this is good for is you're not constantly having to spend your own money on buying samples, building up your collection, getting prizes for your guests at your shows. You can earn rich rewards, pick out the free jewelry, and then you actually wind up having like a surplus of free jewelry. And I'll just go over like the first two levels. So level one is if you sell just $1,000 in your first 2 commission weeks of the month, that will get you $250 in free jewelry that you get to pick out. If you go on to sell $2,500 in the whole month, they will give you the designer ensemble that's going to launch the following month, and they'll give it to you completely for free. It's so fun. The one we have coming from last month is this gorgeous like pineapple necklace. I'm going to St. Croix tomorrow, and I was so hoping my pineapple necklace would be here, but the month just ended and clearly it's not here yet. But it's so fun to win all of this free jewelry. And then it just goes up and up from there. You can even skip level 1 and still earn level 2 and 3. It's not like if you miss one, you're out of all of them. You could maybe not retail a whole lot one month, but if you sponsor 2 people in a month, that gets you level 4, which is $300 in free jewelry. They just make all of the contests very attainable. There are a lot of companies that are very quota based, but Parklane is very incentive based. They know if they put a carrot out there for us, we're going to go for it. They don't have to say, hey, if you don't do this, we're going to take away your whatever. They say, if you do this, we'll give you this. And we're all like, yes, we want that. And it's just so fun. So that, oh, and the travel trips, sorry, I'm going backwards. They pay for airfare too. Like they cover everything. Previously I had to pay for my airfare, which, you know, on a free trip, I thought that's still a free trip. I can pay for airfare, but with Parklane, you don't even pay for the airline. You just have to get yourself to the airport and then whoop, they take care of the rest. And I hear there's jewelry on your pillow every night. So excited about that. So let's talk about how you make money. Because yes, it's fun. You know, we could totally work for trips. You can also earn a Mercedes car. A number of us earned a Mercedes car payment where you can either get a lease on a Mercedes that they'll pay, or they'll give you $500 a month cash. So far, we've all taken the cash because we're all super practical, but I know one of these days, one of us are going to take that Mercedes. But it's also nice to make money. So how do you make money in Parklane? When you are a Parklane stylist, you have the opportunity to earn weekly commissions off of your personal sales and your team if you choose to build a team. Everyone, the lowest you'll ever make in Parklane off of your personal sales is 30%. If you have no leadership experience from the past, you can start at 30%. But as soon as you sponsor one person and they become a qualified stylist, you can get a promotion and go right to a branch director, and you're already making 35%. And one of the things I love about Parklane is you never go backwards. So maybe you have a killer year and you go right past branch director to area leader, which really is just adding 3 more people to your team, and you're making 40% already. But then you have a slow year. You stay an area leader, you keep your commission level. You never go backwards, you never get demoted, you never lose that commission, that raise that you got. And I love that. When you have a team, you're paid differently depending on where they're at on your team and what leader they're under, but you do get paid infinitely deep. I don't know how they figured it out, but they have this master plan, and I kind of understand the comp plan now for the most part, but how they figured out how to be able to pay us infinitely deep, I don't know. But all I know is it's good. Once you've got a few girls on your team and they start sponsoring, and then you see that check, you're like, oh, that's why I should recruit. That makes a difference. So it is really rewarding. Plus, it's also just so fun to be in business with your friends. Those of you girls that are on here that are already on the team, don't we have so much fun together? And it's crazy because we're in this virtual world where we do most of our stuff on Zooms like this. We do have an in-person event coming up in 2 weeks. but we get together on Zoom at least once a week and we hang out and we chat about stuff. So the training and the camaraderie is phenomenal on our team. Let's see, and you can work your way up all the way to where you're making 50% of your sales, which is really nice. All right, let's see. Infinitely Deep, got that. Oh, we get paid on retail. They never talk about wholesale. They're never like, oh, you're going to get paid this much off the wholesale amount. You get paid based off of retail. So it's way less confusing. You're not having to think, okay, well, if she sold this much was the wholesale and I make this much. No, she sold this much, you make your percentage off of that retail amount. There are tons of other programs, and if I told them all to you, your eyes would glaze over. But the cool thing about all of Parklane's programs is you can double, triple, quadruple dip on all of them. So while you're working on Rich Rewards Club and you're trying to get your free jewelry for the month, all those points are going into your trip. All those points are going towards your Mercedes car. All those points are going towards whatever other free, because there have been at least 3 months where they've had specialty jewelry items come out that were additional contests on top of Rich Rewards. Oh, look, Rayanne's holding one up. She's got the baby lemon bracelet on. We earned that a couple months ago. If we did 2,400 in sales for the month, you could get that baby lemon bracelet. And any day now, that bracelet is going to drop on our website, and it's going to be a style drop for our customers to be able to purchase when they spend so much. And we're going to have it to show already because they made it possible for us to win it for free. It's so fun. And I know I say that so much. So fun is like, I think mind blowing or blows my mind. That's that. And so fun. Those are like my words. They come out all the time. So let's talk about starter kits. There are 3 different levels you can come in at. Every starter kit comes with your website for the entire year. And pretty much once you buy a starter kit, there's really not much else to buy. I mean, you might want to buy some catalogs, even though we don't really go through a ton of catalogs now since so much stuff is virtual and the whole world has gotten used to using QR codes and shopping on their phones. I still buy catalogs because I'm a little old school. But your first kit is the Quick Start Kit. It's only $99. Typically, it comes with $99 worth of jewelry, but they keep extending the special to where it comes with $500. And it doesn't come with $500. You get to pick out $500 worth of jewelry for 99 bucks. I think that's great if you're tight on money or maybe you're just not really sure about this and you just want to kind of dip your toes in, then I would suggest the Quick Start Kit. The kit that I probably have the most people get in with is the Standard Kit, which is $229, because with this one, you get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry. And it does go fast. 1,000 sounds like a lot, and it is, but you're going to pick it all out and you're going to be like, oh man, I want more. But the nice thing about the Standard Kit and the next kit I'm going to talk about, they come with a tablecloth with the Parklane logo on it, a ring sizer, a little tote bag, some travel jewelry rolls. So that comes with the Standard Kit. And then the Presidential Kit is the third kit. And even though it's the most expensive kit, it's still only $639. And with that, you get to pick out $2,500 worth of jewelry. And let me tell you, that is fun. That's the kit I got started with. And they send you this list. They're like, here's your recommended kit list, because they want you to pick out, top sellers and things that are going to stay in the line for a while. And I just went through that list and I was like, this. And then it comes and it's like Christmas morning. So I do love the Presidential Kit, but whatever kit level you come in at, your sponsor is going to do a launch party for you and help you get off to a great start. And at that launch party, you get to be the hostess and get the free jewelry. You make all the money. And so you can just keep building your kit as you go. And that's one thing that I did not say yet, is you can host as many shows as you want. So I always have a show open in my name because I have friends that place orders here and there, especially with all the specials that they run. And every time someone wants to place an order with me throughout the week, I have it attached to the show that's open in my name. And so every time that show gets to 10 orders, I close it, because that means I get to pick out $400 in free jewelry. And that's when I get paid on that show too. So you can be the hostess over and over. You can build your jewelry collection between Rich Rewards Club and being your own hostess. It is amazing how much jewelry you can collect. And I said this at the beginning, but it was before I was recording. This is the best time to join Parklane because one, our new line is about to launch. Everybody loves to have a show after the new line launches. They always do an amazing special after the new line launches. And we're getting ready to go into the fall selling season, which you may have friends that wouldn't do shows with you in the spring because maybe they don't wear that much jewelry, or maybe we were still in the pandemic kind of. But going into the fall, a lot more women are open to doing shows because women love to entertain in the fall. They're starting to think about Christmas gifts, and women are going to be Christmas shopping. And I already have women that will do 2 and 3 orders on one show because the customer special is so good. And when they understand this customer special and their Christmas shopping, you will be able to help them take their whole wish list and whittle it down into multiple orders. And it's going to be amazing. So the sooner you join, the sooner you get plugged into all of our training and our groups. And you could even be a guest at our Sparkle Fashion Week next week as a stylist and get all of the really good training that is about to happen. So it's so good. So with all that being said, if you're interested at all, reach out to whoever invited you, and also make sure you fill out the Google Doc. So if you don't get the Google Doc survey from whoever invited you in the next 15 minutes, message her and be like, hey, where's the survey? Because that's how you get entered into the drawing for a free mystery necklace that we are going to mail you. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and then I'll see if you girls have any questions that are live. Oh, hold on. Wrong button. I hit end meeting instead of stop recording.